I think we are live. Finally. Man, what the heck was going on? Of course, get an update. 5 minutes until it's time to go live. Got a freaking update. Got that accomplished. And then it's like, hey, now you got an update for OBS or whatever the crap. Oh, man. Finally got it all figured out. Finally got it all figured out. It's one of them weeks, guys. We finished out green today. Finished out pretty well in the entire portfolio. I was pleased. I was definitely happy. What's going on, Sam? What is going on, Duxer? Glad everyone is here. Hey, does anybody know how to go live on Twitter? Do you have to have a certain count? Do you have to have a certain amount of followers or something? Is there a way to go live on Twitter? I was going to try to go live on Twitter. What's going on, Lisa? I appreciate you swinging in. I can't wait to go home and relax. Slam a few myself. Yeah, man, it's been one of them. It's definitely been one of them weeks. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I'm definitely very appreciative of, certain red days. But when you have such long, drawn out weeks like that, where it's red after red after red, it gets tough. It definitely gets tough, and it definitely tries some people, that's for sure. Miss these live streams? You miss them? I watched this ad for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think it's pretty cool. I like, at least when you're doing live streams, it kind of feeds the ad to the person first. And then that way it jumps you like right into the live stream. So I kind of like how that's set up. I definitely do. I definitely like how that's set up. So I still haven't even had a chance to like fully set up because, guys, that sucked. I'm telling you, I came down, I was getting everything set up, and next thing I know, it's like update, and I was like, what? All right, there we go. Now we're getting cooking. Now we're getting cooking. We got everything set up. We're ready to roll. All right, guys. So what a freaking week. It kind of actually was a couple weeks. I'm not gonna lie. So you guys are aware, obviously, what is going on with the stock market. You guys pay attention to the market because obviously you guys are investors and you're invested into the market. So you guys are obviously seeing what is going on, and it's absolutely been crazy, guys. I mean, it's honestly been crazy. And so what I was going to do is I was going to kind of pop in over on cnbc.com just because I think that they have a decent setup. I kind of like how they have some things set up. So as you guys can see, when you go to bonds and you click on the 10-year note, one of the big things to pay attention to is this 10-year treasury note. And when you see it hit 157, obviously 15 is a very significant number when it comes to this. And you guys are going to notice that basically, I'm going to go back and you guys can see this is February. This is February, back when we really started to have the major pullback from the coronavirus. We really started to have some major things going on with that. The overall, picture and the overall market, the overall everything back when the coronavirus was happening, we can see this massive decline. We can see the downtrend. And as you guys can see, the lowest point was basically it got to, it looks like right here was 0.66 was the low. So you're looking at, and it's 0.66. So as you guys can see, that is a massive difference. So we're looking right here at 157. Ideally, what that means is that it, in a way, it's safer to basically, for some people, to put their stuff into bonds. And in this case, that is what this is displaying. So that's a thing to think about. I've obviously heard that in correlation, when you have a 10-year note that is going up, you have, obviously, you're dealing with inflation, and that is a major thing that is going on as well. Obviously, I've heard that if we hit anywhere close to like 1.8, we're getting closer to some records. If we hit 2, it sounds like to me we're definitely going to hit some records. So I really wanted to show you guys that, because that's what we kind of want to pay attention to, and that's what's somewhat driving the market down. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the full thing that's driving it down, but that is a big piece. We obviously have stimulus talk that is still being talked about. We obviously have not had a complete sign-off on the stimulus yet. It still sounds like there's some things that are being negotiated. And so that is still out there. And obviously people are struggling, guys. I mean, we have to understand that people in America are struggling to, do certain things. And so I think that that's a significant piece as well, is people are needing this stimulus. And it's just kind of like being, kind of dangled out there for people to really be excited about, but it's just not being done. So I think that's something also to think about. And really, our economy isn't fully functioning. It's not fully open. Obviously, you have like 3 states that are starting to do that, maybe a couple more. I didn't hear any more today other than, the main ones. But that's another thing to think about. So, guys, really, there's just a lot going on when it comes to the stock market. And that is a big reason why tech is down too. So really, we're dealing with a lot. And then from a big picture, grand scheme of things, guys, when the market starts to have a major pullback, your more risky plays from most people, those get pulled out. Like, people start to sell off those risky plays, and they get into things that they feel a lot more comfortable with. I'm not going to lie, guys. When I first experienced this back in February of last year, when we were going through the very initial phases and the major dip-offs, due to the pandemic, I started doing the exact same thing last year. I was like, man, this one is extremely risky. This one's very, very, it's just super risky. So then what I did is I was pulling from certain things and I was putting into more, steadier plays, things that I felt more comfortable with. And so that's what I did last year. This year, I completely took a different perspective. And what I mean by that is I definitely started to build a cash position. Not that I foresaw this happening, but I always told myself that I would have more cash on hand in case something like this ever happened. And I just so happened to be not to the best. I wasn't prepared to the best I possibly could have been. But at least I was more prepared than I was when the pandemic hit initially. So I have to be grateful of that. And, it sucks that it just so happens that I lost way more this go around than I did the time before. So that's just the way it is. All right, so let's dive in here and see what is going on. Darren popping in the chat. What is going on, Darren? What is going on? Tim popping in. Obviously, Tim, one of the OGs. Wild Turkey, however, is my financial friend. Dre, what's going on? TSNPD. That is absolutely correct. Guys, TSNPD obviously is doing amazing things. And it's just so happens that the stock price, as you guys can see right here, for the low today, where is it at? Was $2.75. That was an extreme opportunity to get in. Not that $2.95 of the open was not, but it was nice to at least see it run back to $3.50. It just so happens that, I waited. I kept telling myself, I truly kept telling myself that I wasn't going to buy anything until later on. But when I started seeing prices like this, guys, there is no way I could not invest and really start to add more to the positions I had. So I definitely spread it out. Originally I was just going to get as much possible in TSNPD that I could, but I decided to spread it out with Ag Eagle being at extremely good prices. I got into Humble, obviously extremely good prices. I got into ALPP at extremely good prices. Guys, there's still a ton of stocks on here that are at just phenomenal prices. You know, ALPP, guys, getting ready to go to the NASDAQ literally any day now. I'm sure that if we didn't have this major drawback in the NASDAQ, they would have probably already went. And they're trading at $3.95. That is absolutely extreme. You know, it previously closed at $4.24, as you guys can see right there. It's just insane, guys, because people are pulling out of these stocks to get into more, more solidified plays. At what point did you guys believe? At what point did you guys believe that Tesla was going to be at $597.95? I can tell you, I didn't foresee that. I did not believe that would happen anytime soon. We were pushing 800. We were starting to push mid 800s at one point. I mean, this thing was doing amazing things. And then obviously we kind of had some stuff pop up with Elon, obviously with overseas with the Gigafactory, and then obviously Tesla had to shut down their factory, I believe in California, because they were running out of chips. And then it just started bleeding from there, guys. And then obviously the tech sector went down with the NASDAQ, just a lot of things. So I honestly did not think I would see Tesla at $596. Ag Eagle at $5.84. It got as low as $4.51. Are you kidding me? I mean, guys, that's incredible. Apple getting down to $117 again. That's insane. So some of these prices, guys, were, and I definitely said this in my video that I put out last night, and I was talking about, obviously, I was talking about the drone sector, and I really picked the 3 stocks in the drone sector that I felt was actually going to have a pretty decent return. You know, obviously I feel like Drone Delivery Canada will have a very good return, but a lot of those guys, I was kind of talking about from a market standpoint, you have a lot of these significant stocks that when you pull it out to a 60-day, view, they were getting close to the bottom of the RSI. And so what that means is that basically the entire stock itself was oversold, and at some point, we were going to see somewhat of a kickback, and that happened to occur towards the end of the day with a lot of these stocks, and you really started to see a pretty decent run from, I would say, with about an hour to about 45 minutes left in the trading market. A lot of these really started to run back, and so that's kind of what you were seeing. Do I think we're going to have a couple more red days? I do believe we're going to have a few more red days. I don't think that this massacre is completely over with. I just don't. I think because we had hit so many bottom RSIs for most of these stocks, this naturally had to happen. But I do think we're still going to have some more pullback. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for that, but that's what I personally feel. I would be completely excited and completely ecstatic if we saw the opposite. I just think we're still kind of working some things out. As more states start to open, obviously you need the Fed to kind of assist. If inflation's going up, they're going to have to be able to handle that. Clearly, they don't feel that the inflation is going to be a problem. They've said that multiple times now. But when you start to see that 10-year note get over 1.5, that's where it starts to be concerning. So really, this is just going to be kind of very interesting. No, I think it's me, Tim. I think I'm laggy. I think my thing's kind of messing up a little bit. I don't know if I have too many things open or what's going on. Let's see, hopefully that helps. My computer's starting to act a little bit slow. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm probably running way too much stuff. Uh-oh. There we go. Man, Tim, that yellow is standing out. I like it. Sold a little bit of sins yesterday to add back today. Cheaper price, lowering down cost average. I like it, Duckster. I'm loving my new color. Yellow stands out. I do like. I just said that. I do like the yellow. It looks really good against the green. You like your green color? What's your thoughts on the next 1 to 2 weeks, Lucas? I still have a hunch there's some more red to come. I do too, Darren. I really do. I think that we're gonna definitely have to, endure it a little bit more. I think it all depends truly when our stimulus starts to, if and when the stimulus does get passed and when it starts to get out to people. I think that'll create some positivity. And I think the quicker we start to get, if we're truly going to open the country in a facet, whether it's, how Texas did it and they just went all out, all businesses, no mask, or you're kind of doing it similar to how Arizona did it, where they went all businesses and basically everything's open, but you're still wearing a mask. I think it all just depends, but the quicker we get it over with, I think those red days end and we start to see a little bit more of a decent return. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, what is going on, my friend? Man, I appreciate you swinging in. Hopefully, guys, I'm not too laggy. I'm trying to figure out, I don't know what's actually drawing from my thing so much. Let me see if I can close this. Maybe I can close a couple other things for you guys, and hopefully that cuts down on the lag. What's going on, Nora? What's going on, Mercedes? Appreciate you guys swinging in. Appreciate you guys coming into the live stream as always. Hopefully you guys are having a good evening. Hopefully everybody in this live stream is having a good evening. Obviously we had a rough couple weeks, but we're going to get there, guys. We will get there. This definitely happened last year. It was definitely an experience. I didn't have as much in my portfolio as last time, and I definitely didn't lose as much as I did this time. But it's something you have to learn to endure, and you have to learn how to get through it and mentally kind of be tough. And that's one of the biggest things that I really wanted to kind of push to people is the fact that you have to, if you truly are wanting to stay in and you truly are wanting to hold your positions, then we kind of have to learn how to kind of mentally get past the red. And ironically, that's why I picked the color red as the backdrop today, because I just felt like that's what we've been dealing with, so why not stick with it? It will pass and be signed next week, probably Wednesday. I saw Friday, Tim, but if it's Wednesday, I will be 100% excited for that. You're a cheap passer. The Senate will vote this weekend and the fast track it through the House. I sure hope so. I appreciate it, Nora. I appreciate it. I really do. You bought 500 Ag Eagle today? That's freaking awesome. Sitting at 5,000 shares. You passed me, my friend. I bought 100 today. It put me at 4,100. I was sitting at 4,000. And I really wanted to kind of redistribute some of my other stuff. I'm trying to get to 10,000 for TSNPD. I was able to get to 9,100. And so I really did kind of spread some things out. I wanted to get 1,000 of Dragonfly. I could only get to 700. I got some more money that's getting ready to come in next week, so hopefully I can accomplish some of that if we do have some more red days. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. If we happen to move past that and kind of start to head in the other direction, I'll definitely keep that cash on hand and be completely fine with that. Doug, what's going on, my friend? They are voting on the bill tomorrow. Your thoughts? Will it pass? I think it will. At least I sure hope it does, Doug. I'm not going to lie. I really hope it does because I think that'll boost a lot of morale. I think that'll really help out with what's going on. So, fingers crossed. I mean, I really hoping that happens. Oh, man. Trying to keep I don't know what's going on with it says the KBS per second is dropping, going up and down, up and down. Jose, not Mercedes, lost my phone and on a borrowed phone. Hello, everyone. Oh, I got you. What's up, Jose? Appreciate you coming in, Jose. Appreciate you guys swinging by, checking out the live stream. Guys, we really did have a crazy week. So some of the stuff that I kind of wanted to go over just a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw my videos as of late, but I've been really kind of pushing LTNC. That's kind of it's going to be kind of a crazy good penny stock, I feel. It depends on, if you have money and laying around. I know the times we're in, but definitely they're getting involved with some hydrogen infused water. It's becoming kind of a sports drink, and they're involved with some pretty big people who have really promoted and have built extremely good foundations for companies when it comes to like Sobe, Arizona Tea, things like that. So LTNC is definitely one that I got as many shares as I possibly could before this. I kind of wish I would have been able to get more, but what's crazy is through this whole thing, LTNC happens to be one that has truly kind of been going in the upward direction. It really hasn't gone down too much, so I haven't been able to add as much as I like. Some of the other ones, that a lot of people have been asking me about doing another video on Bantech. And guys, I'm not going to force a video on Bantech because there is not any other information at this time. So I ideally would just be recreating a video that I've already done until we get a little bit more information on the company and on the actual, subsidiary, which is Drone USA. I'm going to hold off on doing a video because I would just basically be replicating what I already have. So just to kind of give you guys the information on that, because I have had a ton of people request that. HCMC, guys, I feel like, a lot of people are covering that stock. I am definitely invested into it. I think it's more of a lottery play, and the reason I say that is just because, there's a lot of risk involved with HCMC. There's a lot of factors that are having to play into it in order for it to be successful. And I think a lot of people are covering that from a YouTube perspective. So I'm kind of sticking with, my game plan on that. I put out an initial video. I'm really kind of just trying to get some things, ironed out. I have 6 interviews lined up coming up, and every single one of them is related to drones. So I'm super pumped about that. I did get confirmation that I will be interviewing Dragonfly's CEO, Cameron Shell. I did get a confirmation that I will be able to interview Drone Delivery Canada's CEO. I will be interviewing Ryan Walsh from Valkyrie again. I will be interviewing Andrew Wilkins, who is from Ascend Engineering, who is a partner to Valkyrie and has been doing a lot of things. If you guys saw, I put out a video, I think it was last week, on Pegasus. The drone that was involved with that is definitely going to be Ascend Engineering. And so I really wanted to interview them. Andrew Wilkins is a very good guy. He communicates a ton. And I'm really excited for that one. I also, let me see who else. There it is. So if this thing loads. I will be doing Michael DeLawyer from Delson Aeronautics. They basically are the propellers that they found in the trash can at Ag Eagle's headquarters. I had honestly been talking to him prior to all that because I believe that their propellers are going to be very significant when it comes to package delivery. It just so happens to be that they found their propellers in the trash can outside Ag Eagle. So I thought that was extremely, extremely cool. Yeah, Darren, I saw a thing today that said that it was on CNBC. It came across and said that Chamath did completely pull out of his position from space. I do think Randy said that he got out of Clove, but I'm pretty sure I saw it said on CNBC. I'd have to find it again. It was like midday, but it said that Chamath had pulled out of space, like basically closed up his entire position in space. Let me see if I can. Yeah, here it is right here. It says Virgin Galactic drops 10% after Chairman Chamath Palihapitiya dumps his 213 million personal stake. So Chamath is done with space. So it's going back down. Yeah, here we go. We're not going to listen to the video. Nope. So yeah, basically he got out of it. I didn't hear anything about Clove, but I do definitely know about space. Chang, what's going on, my friend? POWW Ammo Company in Arizona also working out to buy out Gun Broker in these times. It's a steal under $7 regardless where you fall on firearms and ammo. I think we all like money. Yeah, I definitely haven't had a chance to look at it, Tim, because the little man wanted to spend some time with Dad tonight. I definitely am gonna check it out, for sure. Like more in depthly. We can pull it up right here, see what it's all about. It says Ammunitions, formerly Ammo Inc., is a designer, producer, marketer of ammunition and component products. Company offers its products for sale to a variety of consumers. Definitely looks at a decent price. I mean, I'm sure, with the way everything's been going anyways, I feel a lot of things are probably going to be at a decent price. So I most definitely will look into that for sure. Lisa, I read Roblox will be available for trading March 10th. Thoughts? I believe it'll run up quick. It's hard to say, Lisa, just because of the times we're in. I think that obviously the initial hype and the, not necessarily FOMO, but I think just the initial excitement about it because it's finally happening. I'm sure it'll definitely get the run up that it deserves. But if, let's say by then we're still, as the market, we're down, it would probably quickly go in the opposite direction, and kind of level off with the market. I think it definitely presents a good idea. It's video games and things like that for kids and, everything that's involved with Roblox. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think when we're looking at it from a big market perspective, that's one of those things where like people are going to be investing in a time or investing into things that they feel are going to be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more less reactive to what's going on. And so I don't know if necessarily Roblox is going to be one of those, but that's kind of my thoughts right now. It's not that I dislike it or anything. I think it'll definitely have its opportunity, but it just depends on how the overall market is kind of responding at the time. Shane, what is going on, my friend? What is going on? Glad you could swing in. Darren, wow, thanks, Lucas. I'm long-term in space. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I know, it's crazy. I know, and I like Chamath a lot. I really do. But I don't understand. I really don't understand what the intent was behind that or why he completely sold out. I don't know if it had anything to do with the market. It really didn't provide any major details. If I click on the video, I might listen to it and see what he says. But I just saw it come. It was like a quick. How they do, not necessarily like a breaking news, but they're rotating kind of pictures and clips and things. That popped up and I was just like, holy smokes, that's big time. So yeah. Eddie, what's going on, my friend? Please check out DLRWF, another drone play. I think in that... Is that drone delivery? Which one is that? Is that Drone Delivery Canada? Because I have Drone Delivery Canada. I just don't have. I don't know if it's the Canadian ticker. When you think Alpine going to the NASDAQ end of the month, I honestly, that's another thing too, Shane, is I think that, I feel like they were probably going to go this week, but when the market is reacting the way it is, and obviously the NASDAQ is down extremely the way it is, I don't think that they're going to uplist right away, because if they were to uplist, say, in the middle of this, they may not get the excitement and the hype that they deserve, and it may not respond from a stock price perspective the way they feel like it should. So they may personally be kind of requesting it be pushed back, even though I know it's the NASDAQ that makes the decision. And so that's a tough one. If if all in all honesty, let's say that this didn't happen, I would have said probably it would have happened either this week or next week. But with all this like turmoil and everything that's going on, it's really hard to say. What's up, Lucas? I have Humble or TSMPD shares, and I'm wondering what would be a good price target after the release of their app in the next coming catalyst. Honestly, I think that they staged that perfectly. Obviously, I think that some of these people know they can forecast and see some of these things a little bit better than the everyday person can. So I think how they set this up from a humble perspective, guys, I think they did it flawlessly. And the reason I say that is because obviously we had the conference call, we had the reverse split, which kind of drew some negative mindset, which they backed with obviously the conference call. And then on top of that, with the conference call, then they turn around and drop the news that they're going to do a full-on acquisition of Tickery. I think that was tremendous. And it would have really kind of created a mass hype if they would have released the app at the same time, but then they would have ran out of steam. And, for companies like this, it does take time to progress and really create big-time positive catalysts. So I think what they did is they said, hey, we got some things we're still looking at, which they probably do, but I think it was a way to kind of push the release of the app back. And then it's also pushing it back to when people have the chance to get a stimulus. I think that a lot of these people are aware. You got to remember, TSNP has a major connection because they are tied with the SEC president or the SEC chair. And so you got to, Mr. Gensler, so you got to remember that they're tied with that. So I'm sure that they could have seen or heard that this stuff was definitely going to happen. And I just think it's ironic, too, that it's being pushed back relatively to the same time people are getting stimuluses. And I also think that is pretty unique that they pushed it back to create almost another positive catalyst, which then will lead them into maybe another stage. So I think that there's a lot, and I really think that, we can definitely expect it to be coming here in the near future. I think he said in the conference call it would be roughly, what do you say, 3 to 4 weeks or something like that. So I think he definitely staged that perfectly. I thought Roblox was dead till my kids told me they still play. I buy around $10 to $15, but the way the IPOs have been, it will open and go public around 50 to 100. That's another concern I have, is that we always, in an IPO, we always get like very sloppy like thirds because of just the way it goes before we can actually invest into it. And it's usually hyped up and it's usually pretty high. And so, yeah, it would be nice to kind of see it level off and then really kind of get in. And maybe dollar cost average. Mike, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in late but made it to class. Wishing everyone much better week of green risings. Let's go, Mike. I agree. Lisa, agree. Tim, I was told it would open at 6, but the time it opens to the public, who knows? I plan to buy around $10 or less. That I still think that would be all right. It's just crazy to think that who knows what it could get to because it is going the traditional IPO. And I understand why they did that. Obviously, that's something that doesn't necessarily need to seek out a SPAC or anything. But, it'll be interesting to see how that's handled for sure. Chang, I'm in ALPP at 6, UAVS at 11, now down, no more cash to average cost down. Chang, I think you'll be okay. The reason I say that is just because this is just how the market works. This is, some of the stuff that happens. I endured this like many people did last year when the pandemic first broke out. And I didn't have cash to spend. I really didn't have a whole lot of options and to make some major moves. So I was sitting on some bags. And, it eventually rebounded and I like 3 times my money. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond from this. I completely understand, hey, this sucks at the moment. But if you believe in those companies, you'll hold it and you'll see the returns back, guys. You will. Just joined. What are your thoughts on Ag Eagle's lawsuit? Frivolous? Yeah, Richard, I think I definitely think that, it's another perfect timing situation with exactly what's going on. I think what the intent is to try to crack the non-disclosure agreement with Ag Eagle, and they were trying to really just make an accusation that it was like basically a swing in the dark, and they were hoping that they could connect. And it doesn't sound like to me that they really did. by any means, and I think it was just a way to tarnish them and maybe hopefully get that non-disclosure to break. It clearly didn't, and it sounds like to me that Ag Eagle is going to counter. What the response was. It sounds like to me there's a countersuit and they're going to go after them. So, I think it definitely kind of tarnished the reputation initially, but I'm not overly concerned. I think that this will be okay. I think a lot of people kind of came to Ag Eagle's kind of rescue. Obviously you had Ryan Walsh from Valkyrie stepping up. You had tons of investors stepping up and saying that this is BS. And so there's just a lot of things that went into place. And I really just think that I think it was just something that kind of happened. And then obviously it just paired with what's going on with the market. And of course we get the prices we get to now. For me, it was just an extreme buying opportunity, guys. I think that they're doing way too much, and drones are not going anywhere. If anything, we are really just starting to come into drones. The whole idea of package delivery, we're still trying to pass the FAA stuff, and there's just a lot of things that are still coming with drones. So I most definitely am not worried one bit about Ag Eagle, by no means. Factions Pro, I bought UAVS back like $8 dip. I pulled out like an idiot at 460 dip today. You think I should buy back in Monday down 1K from 2.2 right now? If you can dollar cost average down at any point and it's a company you believe in, I feel you should do that at any time. Am I telling you to do that? No, because obviously I can't tell you what to do, but if I were in your shoes, I would definitely dollar cost average down, especially if I'm down. PST started to come back. Man, I don't know what the heck's going on with that thing. He had to start another one. I heard he had to start a PSTH2. Richard, and I'd love to see what is going on in the parking lot around Ag Eagle factory. Google Earth is not showing updated images. I honestly, and that's the biggest thing, guys. You have to remember who the non-disclosure agreement is with. If this truly 100% is with Amazon, you're talking about the most elite when it comes to non-disclosure agreements. And it only starts, all the people who have done so much tremendous research and so much effort has been gone into really putting together spreadsheets and just connections from LinkedIn. It's tremendous. And so I just think there's too many connections for it not to be Amazon. And it only makes sense now with the non-disclosure agreement at how tight it truly is. Like, you don't want to mess up a deal with Amazon. So you're going to do everything that they request and everything that you want to do. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that too. Randy, what is going on, my friend? I'm actually so happy this bloodbath happened. Because I learned so much about making sure I take profits, have buying power all the time, working on having half cash, half shares in the portfolio. Yeah, I got you, Randy. And that's where I didn't necessarily have half cash, but I definitely had a lot more cash than I did before. And from the previous pandemic, fallout. And so I definitely kind of prepared myself a little bit more. And I have to say that, it paid off. I think I was a little bit more smart this time too. I didn't buy on the first initial 2 to 3 days of the dips. I waited until today basically. So I could not be more happy with my entry points. I just honestly, the most famous quote I hear all the time is, "I wish I had more." And that is 100% true. I wish I had more. Doug, I'm in EXROF. Any thoughts on recent negative piece? If you're familiar, I'm not familiar with that one at all, Doug. I'm sorry. I'll have to definitely look at that one for sure. I agree, Randy. I ended green today. I forgot how green it felt. Was so damn happy to be up 2%. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. And that's the thing, guys. You'll start to learn to appreciate the red days and the red, what happens. Because when you start to really get those green days, it just feels that much more gratifying. And honestly, you get numb to the fact that there for a while we were green so much. And then obviously just how naturally the market works is it can't go up forever. And we're experiencing what happens when we have to have a pullback. And that's what we're seeing. Randy, so true. Greed got the best of me. I refused to cash out and now paying for it. It was at 41,000 3 weeks ago and now 21,000. So guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. that's kind of been my biggest, I would say, as an investor, that's been one of the biggest things for me, is I consider myself a long-term investor. I truly, truly do. And I joke all the time that I don't sell, and I definitely don't sell out. But maybe there's something I need to start reconsidering myself, and not necessarily selling out of positions, but at least taking profits. And the reason I say that is a perfect example was Workhorse, guys. I had 1,020 shares, and I did sell down to 800. I took profits and was able to get into TS&P. At the time, that's what it was before the D came along. And so then, obviously, we endured the entire. I was holding 800 plus shares for the USPS contract. Clearly, that didn't happen. Obviously, they're fighting it now from a legal standpoint. But started on that dip, I sold. I took half of that, and guys, at one point I was up $45,000 on Workhorse, and I only ended up making about $10,000 in profit. And so I think for myself, I do need to understand that when things start to get to all-time highs, maybe start trimming back a little bit of my position, not necessarily like cutting it in half, but really understanding to take profits. And I think that's something that we all kind of can learn. And it's crazy, but I've always told myself, like, I want to hold to certain numbers, and maybe I need to change my, overall how I approach things as well. Let's see. What's going on? I wish I could say what that says. Obviously, I can't speak that. Initial investment was around 5,000, so still up, which is a plus. That is a plus, Lisa. Sounds like we all lost around 40 to 50% in a week and a half. Guys, you guys seen my portfolio. I'm definitely have showed you guys my portfolio. I was at $190,000 today. At around noon today, I was at $94,000. So I lost roughly $100,000. Luckily, I climbed back today. I finished up about 6%, I believe. And I was back to 106,000. But I definitely took some blows, guys. It's crazy to see when you see like 12,000, 12,000, 16,000, 20,000, and it's just going quicker than, the green days, it feels like. So, yeah. We're all there, guys. We were all there. And that's what's it's nice to have groups like this. It's nice to be in the Discord, because we can kind of consult each other and go through this and understand, like, hey, we're going to make it through. We're going to get to the other side. That's a big reason why I wanted to come on this live stream, even though it looks like I am lagging a ton, which I have no idea why. Let me see. Let me change up the internet and see if that helps. I might disconnect. Hopefully I'm still live stream. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I switched internets. Hopefully that I didn't disconnect. Looks like we're still going. Looks like we're still live. You think UVS will go back below $4.60? That's a tough one, Factions, just because, if they don't present any new positive news, if they don't really do anything, I think there's definitely a chance. And that's what's unfortunate, just because I believe so much in the company. But I do think that that's always a possibility. I really do. Yeah, I'm learning to prepare because being down 19,000 was rough. Yes, it is. It really is. Yeah, I'm learning. Just got a $220 account in January Invest, and all has no money to spend on dips, basically at 140, but feel good. Yeah, you'll be all right, Shane. I was chasing the dip all week, buying the dip, and it keeps dipping. Yeah, that's what's crazy. That truly is. That is absolutely, absolutely crazy. Oh, Delta Drone. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Eddie. That's I think I've seen someone recommend that, but I may have to. I'll dive into that for sure. EXROF is a good one. I sold at 489. I I'll be buying back in on Monday. Lisa, for real, I was over 100% on 10 picks and now are all in the negative. Good learning experience, though. Learning I don't need to be long and hold everything at the same time. Nice to hear, Sam. Jose, what is a good AMC price target at 50% audience capacity, 1,000 theaters with 500 seats? Honestly, AMC's headquartered right down the street from me, and the last time I checked, right after they exploded, they were throwing a party. So, I can't really say. The best person I can recommend for you, honestly, is going to be Trey. He's another YouTuber, and he covers AMC all the time. I have mad respect for him. He's obviously in the military, and so I have a ton of respect for Trey. So if you really are interested in AMC, go over there and check out his channel. Richard, I would like to know how many employees are at Ag Eagle now. In the recent vlogger interview with Valkyrie, the CEO dropped a comment about how impressed he was with Ag Eagle's manufacturing capability. Honestly, the last time I saw is that they actually had a decent amount. I think it was like 40 people maybe. And so I would have to see. I don't know where the most accurate information to find that is. I don't know if it's LinkedIn. I don't know. Their website obviously doesn't say anything. So I know some of the Google searches haven't been accurate because it still says like 5. So hang on one second, guys. This is terrible. Hopefully that plays out a little bit better. Nope, there it goes again. I'm sorry if I'm laggy, guys. Something's going on with the internet tonight. Hopefully we're still live. Let me check it out. Are we still live? Looks like my face is frozen. Nora coming in with the basic level again. Nora, I appreciate you resubscribing. It means a ton. It really does, Nora. And I know you're a true OG. And I see the yellow. And that is fantastic. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Looks like we're kind of coming back. Hopefully we stay green. I apologize, guys. Something's definitely going on with the internet tonight. Favorite long-term is IPNFF. Sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to check a look at that one, too. Robert, what's going on? UAVS has Amazon contract. A, Wichita ties article. B, if you look at AWS listing, likely drones company, half are not American made. The other half are all in Wichita, Kansas, except Ag Eagle. Yeah, Robert, there's a lot of major connections. I mean, there truly is. If you look at the new acquisition in MicaSense, that's literally like 6-7 minutes away from the headquarters of Amazon. And then obviously in Wichita, where Ag Eagle's headquarters is at, you obviously have, within about 12 minutes, you have all the Amazon stuff as well. And there's just a lot of major connections. And people that have been tied to Ag Eagle that now work for Amazon and things like it's just crazy. So I do believe that's what it is. So Doug, right there with you, Lucas. Tough couple of weeks. Yep, for sure. Jesse, what is going on, my friend? What is going on? I went from 70K to 30K affiliate. Yeah, guys, it's rough. It definitely is rough, but it creates a very much appreciated time. Like, you get to the point where you almost become numb to the fact, and then you kind of accept it, and that's where you like really turn it on. And that's where you change your mindset, you change your perspective, and you really kind of start to hone in and attack your account and build it up. Rocking the yellow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got some stuff going on. Two Bears, One Cup has all the info on StockTwits. Great DD for info from all on StockTwits. Definitely have to check that one out. I kind of stopped going to StockTwits for a little bit just because, like, it seems like there's so much negativity sometimes on StockTwits, and people kind of just, I don't know. It's a little disappointing. I like the community that is created on Twitter. I think when you really start to kind of get involved with certain stocks, you kind of create some relationships, and that's how I've met some of you guys as well, as through that. So I do like the Twitter aspect. But yeah, I use StockTwits. I look at stuff, but I kind of have pulled back from commenting and things like that just because there's a lot of people that are very disrespectful. Like, it's a very troll-heavy social media platform. Most definitely. Gee, it's so hard to know when to take your profit. I have to agree. I really have to agree. And guys, I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. I consider myself a long-term investor, but even then, we have to learn to take profits. I went from 38 to 16. Yeah, right there with you, Sam. Chang, a good idea to take initial investment. Yes. Yep. You guys was down 14K at one point. Went right back to 16K. Yeah. And one account, 65 down to 40. Yeah, you guys, we're all there. We are all there. Trey does an awesome chart analysis. He also does an awesome Sam impression. Yeah. Trey is an absolute monster when it comes to breaking down charts. Like, absolutely phenomenal. And he does do a tremendous Sam. Lisa, Randy, when you believe in the stock, it's so hard to cash out. I could not agree more. Even if it's just a portion. However, I think we'll have to learn something. Yep, I agree. That is no problem. Doug from... Are you in KOPN? People I speak with love this company. I'm going to have to look at that one too. Guys, I've really been, with the way the market has been, I'm going to be 100% with you guys. I put a lot of things from really looking and seeking out more. And I really focused in on what I have and trying to add to those positions, because that's kind of the approach I did last year, is where I was just starting to add to everything that I liked. And I wasn't building current positions to get them to the maximum of what I believed in. And that's the different perspective that I took this time. So, like I said, I was able to get Humboldt to 9,100. I was able to get to Ag Eagle 4,100. I was able to get Dragonfly to 800. I was able to get, I'm trying to think what else. ALPP to, I think it was 1,200 or 1,300. Yeah, 1,300. So I was able to really build on some of the ones that I have and the ones that I believe in. So most definitely we'll have to look back at, some of these you guys are recommending for sure. Like Willie Nelson, know when to hold them, when to fold them, or is that Kenny Rogers? That's Kenny Rogers. You seem like a great guy, man. I appreciate it. I really do, guys. Anybody that has been with me from the get-go, they know truly how I approach this YouTube, and really my whole purpose is to just be a contributor and do the best I possibly can for you guys. I try to be as positive as I possibly can, so I really do appreciate it. When I say that, guys, in my comments, I mean it every time, because you guys are what support this channel, and it means a ton to me. I will say this all the time. I never thought I would be where I'm at. And this channel is just continuing to grow, and we're starting to acquire a lot more people, and it's becoming a special thing, and I'm forever grateful. It's the beard, it's magical. I had to trim it up a little bit. It was getting a little crazy. When I wear a mask, guys, this right here starts to kind of do one of these numbers, and it looks crazy. So I had to trim it up just a little bit, but it'll start to come back. It'll come back a little bit. Brandy, found you through TSMPD, Humble Post. Glad I found this group, and I'm definitely learning this week. I really appreciate that, Brandy. That means a ton. I'm glad you were able to join. The TSMP videos will continue. Most definitely will continue. I am getting ready to go out of town. Not this coming week, but the following week. I'll be out of town for 3 days. It'll be a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. and then that's when the interviews will start to flow in, is starting on that Friday. But I'm going to definitely take 3 days off 2 weeks from now, and then going to grind it out. So it'll actually be the weekend plus 3 days. But I appreciate you guys so much. Like, you guys have no idea how much you mean to me, honestly, and how much fun this truly is for me. And I wish this internet would start kicking in, because it looks like it's just bouncing all over the place. And I'm sure my voice is just going in and out. So the Discord group really has helped me keep my spirits up through these times. With all the funny gifs and the banter. That's what it's about, Darren. That's what it's about, for sure. Thanks. Can you give me Trey's full channel name? Yeah, we'll just pop it up. Trey's Trades. There it is right there. He's a monster. He is a complete monster. Guy kills it. See, as you can see right there, he's covering AMC. He goes live a lot. So yeah, Trey's Trades. Laugh loud, I agree. Stock Explorer. The Discord is awesome. I do have to agree. If you guys are not in the Discord, hit me up on a social media. I will get you the Discord link. It is a freaking blast. Doug, are you from Philly? Agreed. Must take profit. Thank you, the Stock Explorer. You're welcome. Recently been crushed with T-Doc and EH. Man, that was crazy about E-Hang. E-Hang got hit with the same exact hit piece, that very similar hit piece to what Ag Eagle got. If that tells you guys anything, I think Ag Eagle will definitely return. I definitely believe E-Hang will return too. It's part of the process, guys. They have to be able to get through it. I appreciate it, Eddie. I really do. What's up with E-Hang? Are they legit? Yeah, I think they're legit, Nora. I think that. So this is my take, guys, on flying taxis, air cars, whatever you want to call them. Guys, and you're gonna find out in an interview that I do with Ryan Walsh, because this is part of the direction that I was gonna ask him. We're still years and years away from that really being in fully development. And the reason I say that is because look where we're even with drones. So we're so far ahead that when it comes to investing into those companies, it's nice to get in on them very early. But for them to really have extremely positive catalysts, you're talking a couple years out, even before things really start to occur. I'm sure they'll be doing testing. There'll be some positive things from that. But and probably some partnerships. But when it comes to really fully doing things, you're still years and years away. So that's something to always keep in the back of your mind when you're talking about air taxis. One unique thing about E-Hang is they do have a drone segment, and obviously they're a China-based company, so maybe some of the rules and regulations over there will be completely different than the United States. But you always have to remember, in the United States, the FAA is always going to have their regulations. They're always going to have things that are in place that are going to, obviously keep the safety aspect going. So that's something to always remember, especially when you're investing into these air taxi companies. Your efforts and time are much appreciated. Eddie, I really do. I appreciate you so much. It means an absolute ton. I thought your mane looked shorter. Yeah, I had to trim it up just a little bit. I needed the mask to look all right, especially when I'm at work. Joe, other than the name change, what are you looking forward to seeing next from TSMP? Honestly, it's just kind of to keep up with consistent information. And I know that sounds very broad, but I think I want them to continuously provide positive information, really kind of continue to be transparent, because I feel like they're being pretty transparent because of how, when they're conducting and hosting their conference calls. Brian Foote obviously is running us through the entire thing. And then obviously he's, telling us things that they're accomplishing. And each time they're updating their chart. I would like to see another acquisition or maybe a partnership of some sort. And maybe a big thing I think would really be a positive catalyst, truthfully, is if they kind of updated us on some of the numbers. So we're aware that they did release, the ETXs to some countries. It's not, it could have been all 160. I don't believe it was all 160 just yet. But obviously that is revenue that is being generated. So I would like to maybe see some numbers. And I could foresee that maybe coming here in the near future. So I think there's really a lot that could happen with TSMP. But I think it's, we just got to wait to see when they're going to do it. I do think the app will be a massive, massive positive catalyst for sure. And then obviously you have the name change. I don't think the name change is as significant anymore just because we already know that it's happening due to the fact that the D was added to the ticker symbol. And so we know that that's going to happen on the 26th. And so that could potentially be a buy the hype, sell the news type of aspect. But I think the app is still an unknown. We don't know when it's going to be released. They just kind of gave us a time frame. And so I think that'll be a massive, massive positive catalyst. Could someone post the video and the timestamp on Sam impression? It's like right out the gate. I can't remember the video, which one it was, but he nailed it. He freaking nailed it. Your voice is totally fine. It isn't cutting out or just cam lags a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's not. So I have a little box down in my bottom right, and it populates colors. And green obviously is the best, and red's like terrible, and I keep seeing red flash up. So I'm hoping that it's not too laggy for you guys. The Fence Buddy, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Fence Buddy? Please give me some hope for TSMPD, the rest of the market. I saw the market went up at the end of the day, as well as the after hours. So, guys, another thing to remember, and I kind of hit on it, is really from a chart perspective, pay attention to your RSI lines. And if you're not aware of that, let me know if you guys truly need some assistance on that, and I might put a video out on it. But when you start to look at your RSI lines, when we start to hit the very bottom of the RSI, that is what they consider oversold. And when we hit the oversold, at some point, buying opportunities really kind of flood in, and you're going to kind of see kickbacks. I feel like that from a big overall chart perspective, if you started to expand it out, a lot of these stocks were starting to hit 60-day, RSI bottom lines. And so that's kind of what we saw coming back. I also think due to the fact that it was a Friday and just the way that it responded with about an hour to go in the trading market, I think a lot of things responded. Guys, nothing really financially has changed with these companies. There's some here and there that it may have, but for the most part, nothing from a fundamental standpoint has changed about these companies. It's just there's so much that is involved with our economy, with the stimulus aspect. There's so much that is going on. We had a winter blast like 2 weeks ago where the state of Texas was frozen, and a lot of states that don't ever endure that type of weather were enduring that. So you got gas prices going up. There's just so many factors that are really playing into the what is going on with the market. We just got to get some things sorted out. I think we will. This is very similar to what happened last year with the pandemic just ramping in, hitting us. Guys, it's something we'll get through, and the market will return. It's just when is the big question. Yeah, I think once they get through, Nora, when they get through really the regulation aspect with Humble, that's when we're definitely going to see it in the United States. And I think that'll be a monster uptick and everything too. Totally not stock related, but I absolutely hate the beard dent from the mask. Yes. And mine, in my case, it like folds it upwards for some reason, and it drives me nuts. So like I carry a beard brush and a comb with me, and I will just, go to town because I'm like, gotta get that out. Yeah, it seems back to normal now. Okay, good. What price did you get in on TSMP? I know you have mentioned that prior. How many times have you taken a profit? I have yet to take a profit on TSMP. TSNP. I have yet to do that. Guys, that's just one I believe very, 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 very long term. I will not take a profit on it from my retirement at all. That's just one I believe in. And I do foresee us hitting at least $100 at some point here in the next 2 years. And so that's why I'm definitely holding on. My initial, though, it's hard to really say because I got in at like 18 cents. I got in at like 21 cents. I got in at here, let's just pull up. You guys got me. Hopefully I'm not super laggy. We'll pull up the old all right, here we go. All right, so here we go. As you guys can see, 106,863. You guys can see I was literally at 185. I think at one point I was pushing 190. And then this is where it really started to just go down in the southward direction. We kind of had a bounce back. And then it just went to all HE double hockey sticks. And we are where we're at. So I have gone below the 100,000 mark, which hurt my heart. But I was able to recover to end the days out. So I never truly actually from a chart perspective went below, but I saw it twice. It definitely was down there today. So on a year to date, I'm still up 34.29%. In a 1 year's time, I'm still up 216%. Guys, I'm forever grateful for that. I cannot complain about that whatsoever. So that if that proves to you guys, I mean, anything is possible. And if you look at the 2 year, guys, I'll pull it back. Here is the dip that we took in February. And so as you guys can see, I had 31,000, and then with the market, it took me all the way back down like to whatever it did. But this was a much bigger collapse. I was way up there, 185, and I fell all the way back down to 106. So that's where we're at. So Ag Eagle, guys, at one point this was $50,000. My market value. As you guys can see, I'm only up 5,000 now. ALPP, I have 1,300 now. I'm only up 587. So a lot of this, guys, it's just the way it is. Apple, I mean, I'm barely up in Apple, and that thing was up like 12,000. Artificial Intelligence, 446. ASTI, only up 182. Bantech, guys, a lot of people ask. I'm down $608. I'm holding it. It's right there for everyone that can see that. 12,000 shares, I'm down $608. I'm not going anywhere. Badger's a new one for me, down 192. Blue Sphere obviously is frozen because it was one of the penny stocks that got frozen for whatever reason. ChargePoint down. CCIV down. Clean Spark, I'm up. Clean Spark, I'm up. Thank goodness. Climate change, you guys are seeing this firsthand. So TS&PD right there, 9,100 shares. I am still up 19,000. It's 29% of my portfolio now. LTNC doing some amazing things. So it doesn't show on the desktop, but I'll be able to tell you what my average price is for TS&PD. Let's see. So as of right now, my TS&PD average price is $1.37. So after the split, that's what it came out to. So whatever that was before, I think it was like in the 30-cent range, but after the split, it took me up to $1.37. So HCMC, guys, you guys see the risky play still up $75. So yeah, most of this stuff though, guys, is red, as you can see. So I'm right there with you guys. Tesla holding on tight. So Workhorse, 320 shares, guys. I'm down $332. At one point, that was up 45,000. So absolutely insane. But we will rebound. We will rebound. Doug, coming in with the basic level. I appreciate you so much, my friend. Thank you. You guys have no idea how much that means to me. It means an absolute ton. It's so beneficial to me, and it helps keep this channel going. It just is amazing. Thank you so much. Do you think the market will continue dipping next week, like dipping further down than today? I do think we'll definitely see some red days. I think it's really gonna be how a lot of the stuff responds. Is the 10-year gonna start to go down? If we start to see that 10-year note go down, and let's say we get down to like 1.4, the market will start to come back. I don't think it's gonna have such a dramatic downward trend that like we get to like 1.3 right away. But guys, if that 10-year note goes up, stocks are gonna go down. I just think that there's a lot of factors that are going into that. So I do forecast us to see a little bit more red. I'm just fingers crossed, guys. I just hope it's not as severe. Doug joining the gang. He did. I was interrupted earlier when I asked the price target for TSMPD after the app release. Catalyst, you can please answer this question again for me. Yeah, so basically I feel like it's going to, I was forecasting, I think, after the app release, I would say back to about the $6 to $7 mark. I think is going to be very significant. I think that's where the app release will come. I think it'll be able to build and get up to about that, especially with us. Where's it at? $3.50 now. I don't think $4 is definitely going to be. I think $4 would be an easy boost. So yeah, I could definitely see $6, $7 from the app release. Anyone holding GME? I'm not currently. That damn thing still cracks me up. The free game. No GME for me, but it's getting to a price that seems tempting. Jack, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? FORW IR call 311. Anyone know what will be said? George keeps pushing it back, saying it has news, so who knows? Yeah, I've heard that, Jack, I've heard that it's a shell company. I mean, I know that's kind of what it is anyways. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. That'll definitely be interesting to see what he has in store for sure. Factions Pro, yes, I think the market will continue down until the STEMI drops. I think that's a very positive catalyst as well. It's kind of a joke, but I got in at $100 and you can deny it's been green all week holding. Jose, $100 per share for TSMPD in 2 years sounds very good. I think it if they keep doing what they're doing, and I think the amount of revenue that is possible and the amount of downloads that is possible and people really engaging and it becoming a full on functioning what they're planning on it doing, I don't see how that's not going to happen. I might get one for the hell of it. Support the cause. I believe with all the media GameStop got, it would be hard to imagine them not capitalizing on it. Best free advertising ever. Yeah, for sure. I got you, Tim. I'll grab a share. Why not? Oh my goodness, something just happened. Me too. TSMPD is a long hold for me. Got in at 19. Disliked the fact that it changed to 79 cents after merge. Yeah, that was tough for me. I mean, I'm still okay with the dollar, just because I'm like, man, if it hits like $10, that's significant. So it does hurt to see the difference, and it's going to take a little bit longer to get to the $1 million. But yeah, I'm still okay with where I'm at for sure. Brandy, I had until yesterday. Tim, I hit my limit. I will be buying back in GME this week at a low point. Uncle Bruce explained the crazy cycle for GME today. It makes tons of sense. Guys, I mean, it's crazy to see what GameStop is doing for sure. So it's awesome. It's the only thing green this week. Carlos, GSK, bro, 7.5% dividend. That's insane, Carlos. I'll have to definitely check GSK out for sure. I'm buying Nintendo on the dip. That's freebie piece of advice. Don't sleep on Nintendo at 70. Woo! Nora coming in hot. Holy smokus. That ain't no jokes. I was thinking about buying Nintendo. I'll buy 2 shares of Nintendo for you buying 1 share of GameStop. GameStop deal. You guys are funny. PFE, UNH, only the 2 stocks that make me feel comfortable. Cheapest stock in the highest potential cheapest stock with the highest potential right now. Ooh, that's a tough one. Are you looking for like super, super risky? Or are you like, what are you going for? because I really like LTNC. LTNC is it's labor smart, but they're going into a hydrogen infused water. It's currently 0.0276. It has had a decent run as of late. If you want to just like take an insane flyer, I would say HCMC. It's a lawsuit that is going on with patent infringement. It is currently 0.0015. I have 1 million shares of that, and I know a lot of people are doing the same thing. There's just a lot that if you're really, looking cheap, but really kind of on the extreme risk side, there's those. But if I honestly, cheapest stock with the most potential, it's going to either be TSMPD or it's going to be Ag Eagle. No problem, Jose. CTRM would be my suggestion. But that's only because I can't buy TSMP. Mercedes, you want to join the flea gang? We are fun at parties. Disney's still green. Yeah. Hopefully that train keeps rolling too. That'd be good. Don't be against the mouse. So that's what my son calls Mickey Mouse. Anytime we turn it on, it's Mouse, and he has an actual like stuffed animal Mickey Mouse that he takes to bed with him. He's always saying Mouse. Tim, they are packed. Trust me. Yeah, Nora lives by Disney. Flirting with 200 again. It's crazy. Plus, think about it, guys. The Disney Plus. Disney Plus has been an actively watched, and it's something that is, easy to watch during this pandemic when you're stuck at home. It's a go-to, and they have amazing shows on there. Amazing. Sorry, is my screener or WFC go down 45%? Let's take a look. WFC. Oh, Wells Fargo. Looks like it's let's pull it out. It looks like it's actually all right. Yeah, I think it's your screener. I'll have to send you something for that little guy. Yeah, he's a big mouse. He always mouse. Joe, damn, I should have bought more on the low 180s. Yeah, that's one that I only had 2 shares of it. I originally had like 50 a long time ago, and that was one that I was able to work down, and I ended up using it to get to other things like Ag Eagle, TSMP, and some of the other ones. And so I can't be upset about that. I was able to build up my workhorse portfolio or position as well, so can't be upset. Check NMTC. Elon Musk is involved with it. Neuron Medical has something to do with the brain. Looks a GEM. Interesting. I'm in California, and Disneyland will reopen in April at 50% capacity. Should be good for earnings. It's amazing what a recall of the governor will do for reopening a state. See you, Lisa. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you joining the live stream as always, and I always appreciate your comments. It means a ton to me. I appreciate the support. I really do. You have a great weekend as well. They say 50%, but they're packing them in. It's a lie. Do you think that with the stock market dipping, UAVS could go back below $5 stock? What do you think the chances are? Honestly, I think it definitely hit. It went below 5 today. And I think if we have some more negative downturns, some more big red days in the NASDAQ, I definitely feel that it'll get back down there. I don't want it to, but it also creates extreme buying opportunities. And I think a lot of people out there that still believe in the stock are loading up. So I don't feel it would stay there very long. Very similar to what happened today. It got down there and then immediately was back to 5. Charlie, I want to buy all the stock market and I don't have $1 in my pocket. That happens, Charlie. That happens, my friend. That happens. Last year I definitely I was so spread out and so diverse that I had like 5 shares here, 10 shares here, 5 shares here. And when it came time to deal with the market at the current state it was in, I really didn't have anything other than deciding to just sell some things and get into other things. And I didn't like that. So this time I made sure that I at least had cash on hand. That way I didn't have to sell out of positions and I was able to just add to what I had. Hey, the ladies represent tonight. Yeah, Lisa came out tonight. Nora's here. Brandy's swinging in. Sam popping in with the $5 here. Sam, you're the man. You are the man. Honestly, Sam, I can't thank you enough. Sometimes your motivation, your hype in the Discord is much needed. It really is, and it's very refreshing at times to definitely see your hype, man. So keep doing you, man. All right, I'm back. So sorry about that, Lucas. I was helping just as with something. Oh, no worries, Duckster. I have about $100 on the side right now. That's keep going, Duckster. Once UAVS hits that $400 price target, we should rent out Disneyland for a day, then hop on Nora's private plane and rent out Disney World OG party. That would be freaking sick. The only thing is you forgot is then we would all fly to the yacht and hang out in some ocean somewhere. Anyone buy some space? Nora, my only thing with space is I think it's going to go down for a little bit. Chamath completely pulled out of his position, and I think that's gonna create some issues. So I could see space going down a little bit more, even with the downturn in the market. So I didn't buy any, but that's kind of just my 2 cents on it, or at least my thoughts, because Chamath is a big part. What are your current thoughts on lithium ABML, American Battery Metal Corporation? I still own it. I actually added to my position. And I think that, obviously that stuff's not going anywhere. It's not. And so, again, another company that was just a part of this, sell-off. Some people probably felt like they could easily get back into lithium and decided to throw their money somewhere else. My entire mindset is still the same, and everything that I believe in American Battery Metals. I like the whole idea of the potential connection to Tesla. I like the fact that they are recycling batteries. I think that whole entire thing is significant. So nothing changed for my thoughts on that at all. OG party in the house. Woo! We can rent a Cybertruck and make a pool in the trunk bed. I'm out. Thanks all. Doug, I appreciate everything, man. I do. I appreciate you joining the squad for sure. It means a lot. You're going to buy out Lucas's OnlyFans? That's awesome. Yes, FORW is a shell company. Has anyone seen George Sharp's tweets as it relates to the value of them versus FORW market cap? FOR is super undervalued based on the price and those TSMPD warrants. I haven't paid too much attention to George Sharp just because as of late he's kind of been feuding with another stock I'm involved with. And I think so I kind of just stopped paying attention to George Sharp and some of the other people's stuff just because of that. But I think that, for who he is, I think that there's a chance that could have some massive potential. Last year when somebody says position, I instantly about sexual position. And right now, when somebody says position, I just think, as exit the New York Stock Exchange. That's funny. That is funny. Well, then I'll make sure I say stocks. Probably will do an offering or grab some at 30, but not at a lot. Facts. It won't be proper live stream without saying OnlyFans. Yeah, live your life, Duckster. Do your thing, man. You're young. You do what you're doing. It's just the fact that you're investing, killing it. You're absolutely killing it. It'll be crazy. I would like to seriously see your... I would seriously like to see what happens after this entire thing, Duckster. I'd like to see, where you sit, where you stand, and everything like that, because you're doing amazing things. George is a little crazy. He made his Twitter private, which is good. He needs to keep quiet on Twitter. Jack, honestly, I know he did, and that's another thing. I don't think I was following him, but I was paying attention to his tweets because obviously his tie to TSMP. I think he opened... I truly do feel like he opened the last conference call very well. I think he spoke very well and presented that entire thing extremely well. But yeah, when he started feuding with, I can't remember who it was, but LTNC I think is doing some good things. I like the direction they're heading. Obviously, they do have to get out of debt, and they're attempting to do that. And they're just doing some pretty good stuff. So for them to kind of butt heads and stuff and really create kind of a divide between LTNC investors and TSMP investors, it was kind of crazy because a lot of us are the same. So I don't know. I think like you said, he just needs to keep quiet. I'm out too. Thanks a lot. You're a great guy. Factions, I appreciate it so much, man. I really do. It means a ton. It means a ton, and I appreciate you joining in on the live stream for sure. Your video is awesome, Duckster, but we love you no matter what. Yes, we do. Duckster's an OG just like you are, Nora, for sure. My start to sell portions of some of my stocks after the recovery, diversify my portfolio more. Yeah, that's something to always consider, Duckster, for sure. Jack, I'm out to do a little due diligence on FRW. Likely want FRW more than TSMP to humble. Best of luck and have a great weekend. You too, Jack. I appreciate you swinging in, my friend, as always. He does speak well on the IR calls, but on Twitter he gets away petty and rubs people the wrong way. I agree. I think at times too he kind of says he goes a little vulgar too, and I think that from his position he probably should be careful. But Jack, I appreciate you swinging in. It means a ton. It really does. Thank you for coming in. Anyone at IPOE? Me. I think you should make a video, Duckster. The title should be "I'm Back, Baby," which hits harder. Oh man, Tim, you gotta make a guest appearance. You know what? If he's gonna do that, you guys need to Zoom call and just have a conversation. That would be the most epic YouTube channel of all time. Tim and Duckster literally on a YouTube and just have weekly calls once a week and just stream it live on YouTube. That would be epic. That would be epic. That would be so epic. Charlie, I just want to say that this channel will create the next effing Wall Street bets. That would be freaking amazing. Charlie, I just hope that this channel continues to grow. I hope people just continue to enjoy the content that I put out. And I'm telling you, I hope that we can continue to grow the family, the community. It means a ton. And it's just pure excitement every time I get on and I see that more people are commenting. We have more people watching the channel. We have more subscribers. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I'm just excited for the opportunity, and that'd be kind of sick. I'm telling you, you guys have no idea how freaking sweet that would be. Literally, Tim would be cracking jokes the whole time. There would have to be a segment where Tim would just have to pull off and just crack a joke. And then Duckster, man, that would be phenomenal. You guys would just kill it. That channel would end up easily having 1 million subscribers. You guys would have be phenomenal. Man, what a freaking night, guys. What a freaking night. It finally started warming up where I live in the Midwest. I live in Kansas. Most of you guys know that. It started to warm up. Grilled out last night. Just kind of hung out tonight. Decided to crack a couple cold ones. It's just, I'm ready for this warm weather to start coming back so we can spend a little bit more time outside. I'm getting ready to like I told you guys earlier, I'm gonna be in town this week, but next Saturday, I fly out to Phoenix, Arizona to go see some family. So I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona for about 5 days, go to a couple baseball games, enjoy some spring training games. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a diehard Royals fan, diehard baseball fan, played college baseball, as many of you guys know. So I'm really looking forward to going to spring training. This will be my first time to go to spring training outside of actually playing. I was down there when we were actually playing in a tournament for college, and we were there, but we didn't get to go any of the games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Appreciate it so much, Charlie. I really do. I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I really can't. Do that group Zoom like millennial money. But you guys would have to have like really cool like green screens in the background. Like, Tim, you would have to have like a space helmet. And I would want it to look like you're in space, and then like just be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then Duckster, we'd have to come up with something for you. But if Tim was like reporting from like space, that would be hilarious. How are you with IPOS? What would be a good Flipkart first trading day price would be? Ooh, IPOS. Interesting. Ooh, and it's an ETF. I'm not sure on that one. I am not sure on that one. If that's the one you were talking about, if you were talking about the ETF, I'm not sure on that one. Duckster the Slayer talks stocks. Now I call you the Great YOLO. That's awesome, Charlie. That's awesome. The Great YOLO. Nora's loving this. What is your best baseball position? I played first base. I actually won a Gold Glove at first base, and yeah, it was. I was actually just talking to a friend from work today about kind of reminiscing on all the just what it means to play on a team at that level, the camaraderie, the friendships, the things you build from playing at that level. They last forever, and I still talk to a bunch of my teammates to this day. And we talk stocks, but we talk life. A lot of us, had kids, and still kind of go through that whole experience of just now we're in like the coaching phase and like all that stuff. It's just incredible. Hey Lucas, we need to Zoom. Yeah, we do. Heck yeah, we do. I just don't pay for it, so I can't do more than 3 people. Catcher? I'm a lefty. So I played first base. There's that word again. What word? Am I saying something wrong? Dab. I can't tell what that GIF is. What is, or that little emoji? What is that? Oh, that's a monkey. Brandy, what did I say? What word did I say? Holy smokes. Hey, if anybody knows how to go live on Twitter, how do I do that? Do you have to have a certain number of followers, or is there a way to go live on Twitter? Am I just not intelligent when it comes to Twitter? Because I see people go live, but I have no idea where to go live. I was going to try to dual stream tonight, and I have no idea. Gold Glove, very nice. Yeah, I actually have so my Oh, hopefully I don't mess this up. So right there is the Gold Glove plaque, and then the glove that's on the top right over here. So there's my helmet, and then right here is my Gold Glove that I actually used to win. And then I actually won an award for being like having the most character. And then actually that's this one right here, and then this one right here was my first team all conference. Maybe I should do on the YouTube channel like a tour of the man cave. I mean, you basically guys just saw the whole man cave. There's nothing else. The only thing that is right here is a 70-inch TV that I use for my stocks when I'm sitting at my desk. But outside of that, you guys just got the tour. We all know third base is the best position. The hot corner. Oh, okay. I thought it was me. Never mind, it's late and I'm tired too. Yeah, I'm extremely exhausted, guys. It was a long freaking week. I had to definitely. So, guys, if I take a night off during the week, it's because most of the time it's because I'm exhausted. This time it was for a lot of reasons. I was kind of annoyed with how the market was going. It felt like nothing was going right. And it really, to me, it just felt like any video I put out, it wasn't going to be beneficial just because, like, you know, it felt like everything was just down. And so, you know, I could have put out a video on the best stock and it wouldn't have really done anything because people just weren't very, you know, excited about the market. I mean, the morale was down across the board. So, I was exhausted myself, so I just did not put out a video. I think it was Thursday. But yeah. Not you, laugh out loud. Nose. Never mind, it's late. I'm too tired. Not me. Flea gang. I'm versatile on the field. Gotcha, Nora. Flea gang. I'm back with a few more QS on TSMPD. You see the creation of preferred shares when the reverse split was announced. That is a concern since we don't know how many they created. I thought they said, Jack. I thought they said that there was. I thought maybe I heard wrong. I thought when George was talking, I thought he said how much it was. I'm pretty sure when they put out the next day they put out a release, I'm pretty sure I saw like a number. I could be wrong. I appreciate it, Nora. Hitting 340 feet was best. How far did you hit? I don't know an exact number, but I could tank them pretty far. Like in all seriousness, I think I hit like 10 in my senior year. But I hit obviously a ton in like summer and stuff like that. And then this jersey that I'm wearing right now is a part of my slow pitch softball team, and that's kind of what I do is I just drop and drive and hit dingers. So I like to take you to, is it Spinato's? Best pizza in the world? I love pizza. That's what we had for dinner tonight. My wife made homemade pizza tonight. It was freaking amazing. Also, the reason for the reverse split to quell the volatility, well, that was total BS. The volatility is just like it was. Why not just say get up listed to the NASDAQ? Hopefully. I understand that. You know, I was kind of taking on the perception that it was going to help out with some of the volatility. It was going to relieve some of that. I kind of get the theory behind it and what they're trying to say, but I do think that it was definitely, you know, I guess the way I want to say it is it definitely didn't reduce the volatility. It reduced the opportunity to have such massive influxes when we're in a normal market. And so I understand that concept. So like, let's say, for example, if the stock goes up 10%, it's not going to be as big of an upswing as a 10% when it was at like 18 cents. So that's what I think where they're kind of meaning when they say volatility, and that's what I was portraying when I was saying it. But I understand what you're saying, Jack, 100%. So I do hope that they do get uplisted. I think that they will earn it. I do think that they're going to have to earn it now, but I hope that happens for sure. Sam, talking about when you're out here in Arizona. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Is that where you're at, Sam? Bought more UAVs today. Hooked on Jeep and product production. What's going on, my friend? Yeah, I bought some more too. I'm up to 100 now. Or 4,100. I can't believe I said 100. 4,100. TTCF. Tattooed Chef Duckster. It's balance point here. That's him. Yeah, I know that. I know you're on your channel. I got you, my friend. I got you. Service point for Lucas there is a flexible glass, which will have a VR screen in it. Which stock would this be? Ooh, I'm not sure on that one. I've heard a lot about VR, but I'm not sure about flexible glass. Interesting. Catchers are a very special breed. My son was a catcher. Gluten's for punishment. I watched my son take 2 shots to the shoulder, and then the third batter, he took a foul ball to the plate to the cup. Yep. Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff. My roommate in college was a catcher, and he actually took a foul ball to the mask, and it shattered his cheekbone, and he had to end up having surgery. It was some crazy stuff, and he was wearing a mask, like a good mask. Service provider, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm interested. Service, if you can find out what that is. I know Nora presented on. It was Nora. What was the glasses company that you were talking about the other day? I do stream. I stream every Friday night. At least I try to every Friday night. I try to. For as of late, we've been doing pretty good. Nope, they didn't announce the amount of preferred shares. If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I'd like to know also. Yeah, Jack, I'm going to dive into that, because I swore I saw a number. It was like maybe the 2 days after that when they put out, it was a release that got put out. I'll see if I can find it for you, because I'm pretty sure, I thought they did. If not, I'm sure at some point they're going to have to put out a form and that's the thing too, is they don't have to put forms out because they're OTC. I was going to say maybe if they get to the highest OTC, maybe they have to put out an 8K, and then we would probably know. The crowd went, oh, I yelled out, you okay, boy? He got up and took a few deep breaths, still wanted to play. But the next batter, he took one off the knee and he was done. Yeah, catcher is rough. Catcher is rough. I love pizza too. I'm a fat and sassy. Fat and sassy. That's what I say about myself. What's up? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Jack, just think if they didn't do a reverse split, people were banking on TSP going to $4, 16 post reverse split to get to the NASDAQ like it was doable. Now people just want $7, $8, which would have been $2. Yeah, that's what's crazy is I think I'm kind of happy though. As crazy as that sounds, I'm glad it happened, because if this crash didn't happen, I still feel like, we saw where it was getting to until the crash happened, and then obviously there was still a decent sell-off. I expected the decent sell-off because people were finally able to get to get rid of it at that point because they were making profits. But yeah, I'd be okay with $7 to $8 right now. I just want to see a steady progression. I don't want to see like these massive runs. I want to see it go up, on a steady incline, and we'll have some pullback and then keep kind of going in the upward direction, and then use your catalyst in the right way. So that's what I'm hoping for. You live? Okay, yeah. Sam, I'll definitely hit you up once I'm down there for sure. Vuzix, that's it. The Voozy Doozy. Laugh, yeah, I'm headed to 1,300 total on Ag Eagle, 11,000 on Bant, 5K on VR, LLF, 700 ALPP, 1,000 DL. Well, it sounds like you and I are kind of on the same page. Like I 3,100 of Ag Eagle. You have 11,000. Or, oh, you have 1,300. Yeah, you have a way more. Well, yeah, I have 4,100 of Ag Eagle. I have 12,000 of Bant. I don't have VRLLF. I have 1,300 of ALPP. I have 1,000 of, or I have 700 of DFLY. I don't have any EH at the moment, and I have 1,000 RCAT. Service provider. Believe this will be the next rise once Facebook takes its Oculus to the next level. That sounds very interesting. If you find it out, service provider, let us know for sure. It sounds very interesting. Now we don't need the big product. We need the company who is making the flexible glass. Yes, we do. Exactly. Oh, there it updated. Exactly. No form because of them being OTC regarding preferred shares. Yeah. Yeah. How tall am I? I'm 6 foot. I was 72 inches. Charlie, I'm too sad, bro. I invest all my money, $500, and right now I just have 386. I don't know what I would do. I just take my money and cry behind my bed. It's all right, Charlie. You'll be all right. It'll be okay. It will be 100. It will be fine. Trust me. You'll be all right. Yahweh next phone is flexible. Yeah. Lucas is an easy 6'1". I wish. I wish I was 6'3". I probably would have been throwing gas. I only could touch 85. Then my shoulder started to hurt in my elbow. Yep, you only lose if you sell. That's a fact. That is a fact. Whereas the young studs, the young bucks like Duckster say, facts. Paper loss. Yep. Duckster always taking... Oh. There we go. Taking applications. I tell them to get in line, social distance, wear a mask. Hey, do you guys recommend going straight to a 4-year university? That's what I did, Duckster. I didn't go to community college. I played sports, and I wish I would have went to a community college first, but I ended up going to a 4-year university, and I turned out okay. I think the only reason TSMP got back to the 6s was because people couldn't sell for a few days post reverse split. That's what I think too. And I think there was going to be somewhat of a pullback anyways. I just don't think it was going to be as extreme. I thought we were going to get back to like 4 and then settle in and then kind of start to turn it back around. But yeah. I feel trading with CJ visit about to happen. Let's hope. I love when CJ pops in. Love when CJ pops in. I'll stop beating a dead horse regarding preferred shares. Love this stream. Lots of fun. I appreciate you, Jack. I really do. And I appreciate you subscribing or following me on Twitter and reaching out on Twitter. It means a ton. Nice portfolio. I appreciate it. What's going on? The Drone King. These are the loyal followers, as we refer to them as the OGs. CJ, sorry I missed you on my shout-outs, but I shouted you out one of my videos. What's up, Pete? Pete is in the house. Duckster, these days wearing a mask can be very deceiving. I look at mask and I wonder, bra. Jack, Charlie, I lost, gained like 100K a day on my 700 plus. FORW. Woo, that's nice. That's nice. Just enjoying a Friday night. Me too. I might be able to go get some more margaritas. I didn't get to drink all those the other night. Big facts. That's it. No cap. For real. Oh, Duckster. Big facts. I hear you. Just chilling is nice. Yeah. It's actually been kind of nice. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to getting away for a little bit, and then really coming back and just ramping it up. I love everybody in this channel because in this channel, everybody makes me feel better. Love for everybody. That's what it's about, Charlie. That's truly what it's about. That's the vibe and the what I wanted to create when I did this entire thing. So, Charlie, cannot thank you and appreciate that for sure. Isn't community college a waste of time or no? No, Duckster, not always. You can get basically all your basic classes out of your way, and for the most part, you're going to pay at a much cheaper rate. At least that's how it is where I live. I mean, who knows how it is in California, but where I live, you can get all your basic classes out of your way. And then if you want to take it a step further and go get your, finish your 4-year degree, you can go to another school and then pay a little bit more. But Bush, that's right. Madison, Wisconsin. Captain and Coke double talls. That's what's up, Jack. That is what's up, man. Since you're up there, one thing that I miss, as close as I could get to Wisconsin, I was able to get some spotted cow. I wish down here we could get some spotted cow. There for a long time it was Yingling, but we can get that in Arkansas, and then they finally made their way to the Midwest. But I need some spotted cow in my life. I'm not really talking too much about stocks. I'm just enjoying the vibe. That's what's up. That's usually what happens once we start getting to this hour. We just start rolling. Imagine doing YouTube full time and cracking cold ones. That's what I'm hoping for, Nora. We're going to get there one day. We're definitely going to get there one day. It's just gotta keep up the grind, keep doing what we're doing, and we'll get there. And I'll enjoy every freaking minute of it. I can tell you that. It's not going to be a moment I would not cherish the moment that happens. Because it would be bigger than just YouTube for me. It would be able to spend, quality time all the time with my family, and, be able to go to my son's sporting events by that time and just doing all kinds of stuff. So that's one big thing I look forward to. Charlie, try Aeromexico GRPAQ for volatile stocks. See their stock chart, 10 cent or 33% upside every buy and sell. Oh, very fascinating. Dexter Community College isn't bad, bro. College debt can wait a couple years. I agree. Still paying that off. Do the first year at community college transfer. It's cheaper. Yep. Go to community college for 2 years, transfer it to 4 year. That will save you a lot of cash. Plus the resume, you can save 4-year college. Exactly. You guys are on it. Duxter, you're getting some very good advice from some people right there. I need a mentor, man. Not really sure how this works before I graduate. I want to be really informed on how all it works. You'll get there, Duxter. You'll be going through it. You'll go through it with your friends. A lot of your friends will do the same thing. And you guys, that's exactly what I did. You just get through it together. And that's another way to build relationships. You can incorporate beer now that we are investing. Cut that part out of his videos. Just stay away. Salsa music. I just wish I could play music, guys, without getting copyright strike. I was going to literally come flying in to this live stream. I had it all scheduled. Welcome to the Jungle was going to be playing, or I was going to do some type of just crazy song that was going to just be hyped. And I was like, well, I probably won't get anything for it, and I'd probably get striked because obviously I'm playing a song that is copyrighted. So I was like, well, I'll just hold off. Yeah. Yep. Duxter, you know what's going on, my friend. It doesn't let you. Oh, that's because it doesn't let you send pictures. This is just a chat. Keep investing, learn to trade, love making money while sitting on my couch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ask your I'm a day, maybe I need. Where did that go? Yeah, Randy, you didn't know he was going to be in the 11th grade? He's killing it. He is killing it. I could not be more happy that Duxter joined this group when he did. I'm forever grateful for like honestly, the OGs guys, you guys have no idea. Like Duxter for sure, like you guys, I'm telling you. Get a girlfriend for the love of gods. Oh my god, that's hilarious. It's a screenshot from a movie that shows candlesticks is a huge middle finger for tickers across the top. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, when you're doing live streams, it's just chat. It's just chat. So I wish we could put gifs in here and stuff, that gifs or whatever people call them. I call them gifs. GIFs. Some people call them GIFs. It's a screen or GNR headbanging music. Great shout out, Lucas. Yep. Little Guns N' Roses. I was gonna come in. Welcome to the jungle. I was gonna play. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, guys. I really do wish I could, because I listen to all types of music. I'm not like one person that just sticks to a genre. I literally encompass every type of genre. I love music from a whole perspective. So, yeah, I listen to everything. You bought NNOX, FSR, NCTY when the market was deep red, because my buy order on TSMPD at 277 didn't fill for some reason. Get it? Huh, interesting. 277. Did it get that low? Holy smokes. I got it saved on my screensaver. It makes me laugh about the market. That's awesome. GLW makes flexible glass. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe that's the one we were talking about. Randy, dude, 11th grade, I was still watching Lizzie McGuire and was still wanting to be a Power Ranger. Exactly. Yeah, guys, if you guys are not a part of the Discord, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pull that up. Did you know? I do know. All right. General stocks. Look at that. Sam coming in. Invite people. Copy. All right, if you guys have Discord and you need to join this Discord, there it is. For the taking. And it only lasts for 24 hours. I found that out the hard way because a lot of people wanted to join. I had posted that and they're like, hey, this link is expired. Nah, keep your pimp hands strong. Probably net. Whoa, hang on. What is going on here? We need an option to like other people's posts. That would be sick. Yeah, I wish it would let you do some of that stuff. Hopefully YouTube definitely upgrades this a little bit in the due time. Ducks are 11th grade and interested in investing. That's amazing. Good for you. Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. Brandy, he is trying to get the money first, Tim. Go, Duck, go. Probably next year when Facebook isn't so popular. You can sing into the mic, Lucas. Just bust out some tunes. You know, I thought about that too, but I don't think you guys are going to hear my voice, and I would definitely hit the red bar because I absolutely let it loose when I go. You know, if I have a few more of these bushes, you know, who knows what could happen. Who knows what happens. Maybe this will really turn into freaking OnlyFans. You were talking to a girl but wussed out at the end. I got nervous. Duckster, I was the same way. I was the exact same way. I was nervous. I would always, you know, have it planned out, and then I would try to execute, and it just never worked out that way. So, I hear you. What did he say? 11th grade, I was looking for girls, dating girls, breaking up with girls, and finding more girls, but then the hell do I know? I have 5 kids. The drunk king, he must be feeling pretty good tonight, hanging out a little longer. Yeah, we're going a little longer. Tim, I'm going to be in 11th grade next year. I'm in the 10th right now. Service provider. Yes, that's one. Thanks. Yeah. That's it? Is it GLW? Yeah, GLW. Flexible glasses. Tim, you got all the girls, man, and now you got all the women. How many members are in the Discord as of today? Ooh, that's a great question. I'd have to check. Because I'm not sure who else. Someone needs to wear a seatbelt. Lucas Murphy karaoke. That's actually going to be the next YouTube channel, Nora. It's just going to be me singing on my YouTube channel. I did sign this channel up for your join. It thanks $4.99. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm seeing your logo. Tuxter, no, wear your seatbelt every single time you drive. That's awesome. Nobody wants little ducksters quacking everywhere. Colorado Kool-Aid. That's Coors. Coors is the Colorado Kool-Aid. Cold as the Rockies. Elon is tweeting about Doge again. I saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that. Mark Cuban said that you can pay in Dogecoin for tickets to the Mavericks game. So he said you can come up to the box office and pay with Dogecoin. Pretty interesting. I don't know how much a ticket would cost in Doge, but that's interesting. Jeep in the Discord is an app. Yeah, ducks or no ducklings. Those sound adorable. All right, guys. We hit the 2-hour mark. It is 11 o'clock. And I do have to get up a little early tomorrow. We got some family coming up. We got to make an adjustment on our water line. We got to put a new filter on. So I do have to do some work tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys. I hope every single person in this live stream has a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy what you guys do on the weekend, whether it is spending time with family, spending time with friends, studying, doing your due diligence when it comes to the stock market, getting ready, hopefully, for some green days next week. Just enjoy your time off. Enjoy the weather if it gets nice to where you guys are at. And we're going to get back after this on Monday for sure. Hopefully you guys do join the Discord. Join the Discord, guys. It's a fantastic community. It's literally what we're doing right now, but it's on a 24/7 basis. It's a ton of fun, and it really, there is a lot of good information that's supplied in there, and we keep it active for sure. So join the Discord. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are phenomenal people. You really are. And you guys are what make this YouTube channel function. You guys are what make this enjoyable. And every time I make a video, guys, I think of the people that are in this group for sure. So always know that I'm thinking of you guys. Let's do this. Let's get back after it next week. And yeah, as always, guys, have a good weekend. Have a good day.